Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We're super excited to have our community call. I know it's been a little while, so we're super excited to share some of the big updates that we've had in the last couple of months. And I have Quinn and James with me. They're going to do a short intro, share some of the agenda items that we have in case you guys haven't seen some of the team. So I'm Sin. You guys have probably seen me in Telegram chatting all the time. I'm the CEO of Dtravel. And today we're going to talk about some of the big product updates, and Quinn is actually going to do a demo, which is amazing. That's kind of the reason why we're using Restream is we were on Twitter Spaces, but the limitation was that it didn't allow us to do video. So super excited for you guys to see our faces and to see some of the amazing updates that we have within Dtravel. And then we'll talk about some of the connectivity options we have coming up, conference partnerships, the Galaxy campaigns, which many of you have been participating in. And then I've kind of been dropping little hints about a new traveler product. So we'll share some alpha there. And if you have any questions at any time, just drop into the chat and then we'll answer them at the end of the call. So I'll pass it over to Quinn first to talk about some of the product updates.
Cool. Thank you, Sin. Sin mentioned, I'm Quinn, head of product here. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about walking you through some of the new stuff that we've built in the last month. But first, always going to take the opportunity just to reiterate the mission and vision of Dtravel. So as some of you may know, our mission is to create a rewarding travel experience for everyone through direct connections. We strongly believe that peer-to-peer direct connections are the most rewarding and economical type of travel experiences and can be achieved through a lot of the Web3 technology that we're working on. And our vision is to empower ownership in travel. Ownership really is fundamental to everything that we're doing here at Dtravel, from owning the tools that you use to running your business to owning your travel data. It's really the common thread in everything that we're doing. Okay, so before I get into the demo, really the big theme of the year has been more accessibility to using Dtravel. So just broadening the ways that any pro operator or owner can actually create listings on Dtravel. We've made a lot of progress in the last month. So we have added a couple more PMSs. So the property management software that property managers are using. The big ones that we've added recently are Guesty and Track. There's some more information in our help center. You can always reach out to us if you need more help actually setting those up. But we're really excited. 2 great teams in the space that are really popular. So we're very thrilled to have those live. And then we've got a couple other ones that we're working on. NextPacks is the big channel manager that will unlock a whole suite of more PMSs. That one we'll be sharing more at a future update. And then similarly, another way that we've been increasing access to Dtravel is with something that we're currently calling Airbnb import. So if you think about the ways that you can create listings on Dtravel, really there's 3 main ways. There's connect to one of your PMSs, and now we've got a handful of PMSs and we're growing every month. You can create your listings manually. So if you're not using a PMS and you just want to create your listings from scratch on Dtravel, we launched that a couple months ago. And then this past month, we've launched what we're calling, again, Airbnb import. And I'll walk through what that looks like. But this is great for folks that aren't necessarily using a PMS just yet, but they're interested in some of these PMS features, like being able to sync across all of your channels. And really, this is the start of a lot more channel management functionality that we're going to be building into Dtravel. But it starts with just importing all of your content from Airbnb so you can get started as quickly as possible. So I'm going to try to do a little demo here to show you all what it looks like. And can you, James and Sin, can you see that? Do you see something moving?
I do not.
Not yet.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, let me.
It says that I'm sharing it.
There we go.
How about now? Yeah, you can see that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm logged in. This is my my test account, my Dtravel dashboard. So this is the home screen. So what I'm going to show is if you go into listings, add a listing. Here's now where I'm talking about a couple different options. Besides connecting a PMS, you can create a listing manually, or you can get started by importing from Airbnb. So we're going to walk through this option. And the big thing to note here is that this is only really going to work if you're not already using a PMS that's connected to your Airbnb account. So we're going to hit OK. And Chanex is the channel management partner that we're using for this. And this is the standard terms for Airbnb. Anytime you connect any channel manager to Airbnb. Cross our fingers that everything's going to work here. Okay. And now it's imported one of my listings. Obviously, if I had a lot of listings, they would all be showing up here. We're going to click the one that I want to import. And it usually takes up to a few seconds per listing that you're importing. Okay, and let me refresh the page. Okay, so once it's done importing, it's going to show up here. And what it's going to look like is basically what it's going to do is fast track all of this. So this is how you create a listing manually. You can go in, enter your location, your photos, your bedrooms, amenities, your description, your availability rate. So all of this, we're just going to be automatically importing in from Airbnb. And let me show another screen of what this looks like. Once it successfully imports, I'll show an account with a bunch of Airbnb listings. Okay, is this, did it switch over?
Yep, gotcha.
Okay, cool. So here is now an account that's got really all three options of how you can create listings on Dtravel. So anything with the source Dtravel, we created these manually. Anything with Airbnb, this was imported from Airbnb. And then Hostaway is one of the PMSs that's connected. So this is the way that, again, kind of the theme that we're trying to just increase accessibility on how you can create listings on Dtravel. We've been chipping away at this for the last couple of months, and we've got a lot more in store here just to make more and more pathways for getting started on Dtravel. Okay, another update I wanted to talk about that I'm gonna have to flip over to the other demo I have going is on Google Vacation Rentals.
And just to add a comment about the Airbnb import, we know that most people have a listing on Airbnb, so that's why we decided to start there. And obviously it becomes a lot easier for you to import your listings from there and get started. So that's why we kind of went with that first, but we will be doing additional integrations in the future.
So the other big update from the month, also using our partner Chanex, is this Google VR column that you're now going to see. So we'll automatically be posting all listings to Google VR, and this takes anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks on Google's end to actually to approve these and have these show up on Google VR. We're automatically going to be pushing all eligible listings to Google VR. And the way that you can find that status is going to be right here in this dashboard. And if it's not eligible, this is where you'll get some more information. So There's a couple requirements to getting on Google VR. The biggest one is the 8 photos. So this is a test account. I've added only 4 photos. So this is telling me that basically I need to add 4 more photos for this to get automatically pushed to Google VR. We want to make this as seamless as possible. So once you've hit the requirements, and again, they're pretty standard. It's like address, instant bookable, and 8 photos. So once you've achieved all that, you'll see right in your dashboard the status for if you're actually posting to Google VR. Okay, so those are the 2 things that I wanted to showcase. Actually, no, there's one other thing I'll showcase. Also, we launched a new way to solicit and gather feedback from our community. So we're using a tool called Feature OS. Is this working, by the way? Did it update?
No, not yet.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So we're using this tool, Feature OS, to track community feedback. So this is now a great place where anyone can request a new feature, request a new PMS or integration partner. You can upvote the ones that are currently here. So for example, I can come here and say, I want custom last minute discount. And someone's already asked for it. So I can click it here and upvote it. And then you'll have to sign up in order to do this. And okay, get the point. So this is a great way that we can just start collecting more fee. Obviously, community is huge to us, and this is a big way for us to start gathering feedback from the community and hearing more about what problems we need to solve next.
Where can people find Feature OS?
Yes, thank you. So there is. I'll send the link in the chat. There's a link within the Dtravel dashboard too now. This feedback button. If you click on your account in the top right corner, this feedback will take you to Feature OS. And I'll share the link in the chat as well.
Yeah, I added it to our Discord as well. So if you forget that it's in Feature OS or in our dashboard, it'll be in the Discord as well.
And with that, I think I will pass it off to James.
Cool. Just one thing I wanted to make a note about the Google VR is that it's obviously very beneficial for anybody who's not using a channel manager or PMS that has connection to Google Vacation Rentals. That's something that currently, if you're just using an OTA like Airbnb, Booking.com, or VRBO, you actually don't have access to that, and you get it for free as part of Dtravel, and you just have to pay on any booking fees. But even if you are using a PMS or a channel manager, a lot of them don't actually have connections to Google VR. So even if you are using a PMS or channel manager, you can still connect to Dtravel and use us that way by using the iCal, and we'll continue to add connectivity. So yeah, just wanted to say that this is open for anybody, and so you should definitely take advantage of it, especially while it's still free for you.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a direct booking channel, so no commission fees through Google VR. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Move my screen over here. Thanks for joining our second live stream. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is James. I'm head of marketing at Dtravel. And today I'm going to share a few exciting initiatives that we've been working on in the background, as well as tease a new product. So before I get started, I just wanted to thank everyone who's participated in the Dtravel Ambassador program. I feel like it's really helped drive engagement across channels and bring more eyes to the entire project. I know that, fortunately, it's been a little bit buggy here and there, and some people have experienced issues with completing credentials, and then we're seeing some bots in Discord, but not to worry. Looking to resolve this for the next month. We want to continue really rewarding our community and giving away DTRvel rewards to those who are contributing to the growth of Dtravel. And I think we just need to make some tweaks to the ambassador program and potentially the solution we're using. So if you haven't participated yet or you haven't won a campaign, don't worry, we're going to keep this going. We just want to make it better. So, and in addition to the Dtravel ambassador program, we have 2 new initiatives launching very soon aimed at growing property manager adoption, so user adoption supply. The first is an affiliate program. And so this is going to be a little bit more performance-based program. We already have some amazing partners on board, and we're very excited to get this going. And I think it's going to make a significant difference in the adoption of Dtravel Direct. So if you have a large community, large audience, you have a YouTube channel, large Twitter following, TikTok, whatever, please reach out to us. We'd love to get you set up as an affiliate partner and share some more details. And then the second program is a referral program. So this is going to have a little bit lower barrier to entry in terms of like actually being able to earn rewards compared to the affiliate program, making it more accessible to everyone. And so basically you'll be able to sign up, create your own unique link, and anytime a property manager creates a validated listing, you'll be able to earn TRvel rewards. And both these programs really incentivize growth and enable the community to participate in different ways. So yeah, we're very excited about both these. The affiliate program will be launching first, followed by the referral program, and we'll be sharing more details on both of these very soon. And all right, so I wanted to quickly mention something that hasn't gotten enough love yet, but that's an incredible resource. We put together a directory of every active digital nomad meetup, WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram group we could find. And so, if you're abroad, whether you're looking for accommodation, co-working buddies, social events, if you're a digital nomad, this is a incredible resource to get connected as soon as you land in a new city. And for those who might not know what I'm talking about, I mean, if you're traveling, you're working remotely, and you typically move from city to city, these groups have become very popular. Being able to connect with like-minded nomads, and then quickly be able to learn about a city, get to know people, and then of course be able to find accommodation. So they're actually very popular for finding rentals, whether they're short-term rentals or month-long stays or longer. You can go inside some of these groups, and there'll be other property managers posting their listings, and that way it's essentially a direct booking community, some of these groups. So even for property managers, you can really use this directory, especially those accommodation, apartment rental groups. Share your listings when you have availability. Of course, try to be mindful not to spam, but I think even for property managers, anyone using Dtravel Direct, this is an incredible resource. And so the directory is available in our Discord. We've also pushed out this directory in some content for kind of targeted more toward property managers, blog content. We'll continue to do that going forward as I feel, especially on the traveler side, I think it's also a great lead magnet tool, and will help sort of build up a list for more of our travel focused products, which I'll get into in a minute here. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. If we missed any of your favorite groups, then you can submit them using the form in the directory. And actually, I can just give you a quick look at what it looks like, just to give you an idea. So yeah, it's pretty simple. We built this in a Google Doc, but as you can see, well, I don't know if I'm sharing my screen. Am I? Can you see that? No.
No.
Oh. So apparently every time you share your screen, you gotta switch it over. There we go. So yeah, very simple Google Doc. There's an opportunity if you have a WhatsApp group, Facebook group, Telegram group that is targeted toward digital nomads, or if you want to start one, you can add the group here. We just verify that it's actually an active group, and then we'll add it to the doc. And as you can see, we have all kinds of different groups, WhatsApp, meetups, Facebook groups from all over the world, different countries, different cities. And, we started really pulling those cities from the more popular digital nomad destinations. So yeah, check it out. Incredible resource. Honestly, wish I had this, a year ago. Okay. And so this next
Should I do a drum roll?
Yeah, the next update is a juicy one. So excited to speak a little bit more about this one, and hope you guys are as excited as we are. As many of you know, the product that we have live right now, Dtravel Direct, is like a Shopify, but for vacation rentals, and it's obviously a little bit different. It's built on top of blockchain rails in order to facilitate peer-to-peer bookings without intermediaries. But just like Shopify made it very easy for anyone to launch an online store and sell products online, become an entrepreneur, and sell products online. We're making it very easy for anyone to create their own vacation rental site and be able to operate a short-term rental business without the need for an Airbnb or a Booking.com. And really, before, this hasn't been possible in such an easy way. And with the advent of cryptocurrencies, being able to just literally remove any intermediary from the equation and accept payments directly from guests. But the question that we get all the time is, okay, well, I'm a traveler. How can I discover these listings? Or I'm a property manager and I don't really have time to be marketing my properties, or I'm not really sure how I don't have the experience to market my vacation rental site like I would an e-commerce store. So we wanted to just provide some options. We do have, obviously, we do have a lot of customers, property managers using Dtravel Direct that are really ramping up their marketing, and they're figuring it out, or they have had experience before. But we just want to provide options for everybody, and we want to really support this direct booking movement. So the last thing we wanted to do, of course, was create another marketplace like Airbnb, as this would just sort of reproduce a lot of the same issues for both travelers and property managers, higher fees, unjust terms and policies from both sides. So over the last couple of months, we've been working on a new product called DTRvel Sensei, and it's an AI chatbot that recommends directly bookable stays. So Sensei is designed to minimize the time it takes to plan a trip, producing results based on your unique travel preferences. And this concept around producing results around a travel profile or travel preferences is I think, we really think this is where search is going, and AI can make this a reality. So unlike an OTA, Sensei doesn't process bookings. Instead, it just produces results that take you to a direct booking site where you can then complete a booking directly with the owner of that property, and saving you from having to pay commission fees or saving you from having to pay those Airbnb fees. You're booking directly with the owner, so you're going off platform. But it's really the discoverability and the personalization that I think is going to make this quite powerful, and also the fact that all of the results are bookable directly with the owner. So we're still testing with Dtravel powered listings right now, but and the product looks really, really good. But the plan is to have Sensei display results from any direct booking site in the world, regardless of whether or not they use Dtravel to power their booking site. So in essence, we we believe Sensei has a really good shot at being the #1 search tool for any directly bookable vacation property in the world. And yeah, we're very excited about this product. Can't wait to share some demos and beta testing opportunities with the community. Yeah, can't wait to roll out more of this. So thank you very much, and I'll pass it back over to Sin.
Awesome. Thanks, James. Yeah, I think this is a product that we have definitely been internally super excited about. And I think also even for our team, just wanting to try it out ourselves, because most of us travel quite a bit. And as anybody who is a nomad knows, the travel planning is pretty stressful, especially if you're doing last minute. And I won't name anybody who on this call plans their trips last minute, James. But this will be really nice because, as James said, the personalization aspect is something that is really huge. I think in the travel industry, we've been talking about personalization for a really, really long time. But even then, like, we haven't really been able to deliver. And so using AI and making it so that the more that you search and the more that other people search, those searches are going to become more and more customized over time, so that you can be super specific and say something like, hey, I'm going to be traveling with my 5-year-old kid and I want a pool and it has to be under a certain amount of money and I need to have, all of these amenities and all of these things that will be perfect for my family, like having an extra crib or roll-away bed, etc. And I want to be within 5 miles of the city center and easy access to transport. All of these things that you have to do when you're searching yourself, that's going to be eventually built into Sensei. So we're super excited about rolling this out. And I think we also have a very unique opportunity to make this customized for crypto travelers, because we know all of you guys are always traveling around to different conferences, and we want to make that definitely a lot easier. So if you guys aren't plugged into our social channels, definitely make sure that you're following us, because I'm sure that whoever has been in the community can see that we've been rolling out updates left, right, and center. So this one's going to be coming out very, very soon, and can't wait to get your feedback on it. Final thing, and this is another really, really cool announcement I wanted to. We are going to be in London. So 2 of our community members, Amir and Ali, are actually throwing the first ever Dtravel community hosted event, which is pretty amazing because obviously in Web3, we talk a lot about community. And I think a lot of Web3 projects say it, but they don't really truly have community. And so I think this is such a big testament to how passionate people are about this mission and vision that we have, and really about going forth and doing things to help further the mission and to grow the ecosystem. So they're going to be as part of Zebu Live, which is a big Web3 conference happening in London from October 6th to 8th. And Eric and myself will be there, and we'll have some guest speakers at the event. So if you are going to be in London for the conference, or if you just happen to shoot us a note, because we would love to see you there. We have some amazing speakers from Disco and MindSpider, and we're going to be talking about how Web3 is already being used in the real world today. So it's going to be a really, really cool event. And also, I think out of this, it really just shows that we probably can do a lot more to help the community help us. So we're going to be putting together some guidelines on how, if you are a Dtravel community member and you want to go out and run events or do anything to help grow the community, how you can do that, give you the resources that you need to get started with that. So yeah, that's super exciting. We hope to see a lot more of these events in the future. And I think that's all we have for the agenda. So I'm just going to jump to questions. And if you're in the chat on YouTube, or if you want to drop a question in Telegram or Discord, definitely please do that, and then we'll get to it. But I have one question here from Samir, which is, what's the plan for DTRvel to be used in the future, apart from payments and being accepted by hosts and giveaways? So we have a lot actually planned, and this quarter we're going to be rolling out some exciting uses, and one is going to be staking for increased givebacks for increased giveaways. Oh no!
Sin, I think
did that work?
Cut out there.
Okay. Let me start over again. Yeah.
So we have one more time.
Okay. Did you guys hear the question?
Yeah, we heard the question, but then
Yes.
as soon as you started to get into the meat of it, you cut out.
Yeah, of course. Technology. This quarter we have some really exciting updates, and James actually coined this term, which I really like, which is staking for utility. So we have two mechanisms that we'll be rolling out first, and they'll be staking for increased givebacks for the host or property manager givebacks, and then staking for increased referral rewards. And James talked, so that's something that will definitely have a lot more TRVL utility within. I mean, imagine if you are a traveler, if you have a certain amount of TRVL, you can get access to concierge services or even potentially luxury or higher end listings that maybe you won't be able to access otherwise, and some other perks. I will be sharing a public TRVL roadmap very soon. That's something that I've been working on because I know a lot of you have been asking about it, and we're definitely hearing your feedback. Like everything that you guys put in Discord and Telegram, on Twitter, we are reading every single comment and definitely taking your feedback. So don't stop. We love hearing what you guys think, any suggestions that you have. So I'll be sharing that more publicly pretty soon. But if there's anything that you guys want to see in terms, whether you're a property manager or a traveler for TRVL utility, like we are definitely open ears. So let us know what your suggestions are, because we're definitely happy to consider it. And we're really building for you and with you. So you guys will have some good ideas that maybe we wouldn't have thought of, and we want to be open to them. Any other questions? Let me just quickly check. Okay. I'm super curious what you guys think about this format. This is the second time we're doing it. I don't think we heard a little bit of feedback last time. I think most people liked the video stream, and anybody who tuned in last time probably is like, who is this? He looks completely different, because James went through a little refresh. He's looking really good. That was hipster James, and now this is GQ model James. So maybe next month this will be James. But we definitely really want to do the video, because I think in Web3, obviously, we don't get a lot of FaceTime, and there's a lot of non-projects. So we wanted to always make sure that we are being here for our community and letting you guys know that we're talk to us if you have any suggestions, etc. Okay, there's a couple more questions. So this is from Ali. Was Sensei developed by Dtravel? So James, I'll let you talk to that one, because you've been working really hard on this.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really take any credit for the actual development, but yeah, it was started internally, and we've been working on it for probably the last, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months, something like that. And it's now finally in a stage where it's usable, it's working, and we're just refining it. And I mean, we do have a bit of a roadmap that we want to definitely get it to a place where the features that we feel like will make a difference work flawlessly. And so we're still chipping away at that, but in terms of usability, I think it's in a fairly good place right now, and we're excited to share some demos.
Awesome. We have another question. If we have a channel manager, it won't be possible to import from Airbnb. So Quinn, you want to take that one?
Yeah, I can field this one. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to import from Airbnb. But what we're trying to do is really chip away at this in multiple ways. So like the Airbnb import wouldn't be the best way for you to get started anyways. We would ideally want to integrate with your channel manager. So curious what channel manager you're using, if it's something that we already support now, or if it's something that we're going to be supporting soon. You could always create your listings manually. Obviously, that gets a little bit more difficult the more properties you have. So ideally, again, we would just integrate with your channel manager. So if there's a way to let us know what channel manager you're using, we can help advise you on next steps a little bit better.
Awesome. Thanks, Quinn. And also, Quinn talked about this earlier, but if you do have a channel manager, definitely drop it in or upvote it if it's already there, because that does increase the likelihood that we are going to prioritize that, because that's how we can tell who needs it more. We do have an owner res one that's going to be available pretty soon. So yeah, we'll be launching more details about that. So if you are using owner res, then you'll have that as an option very, very soon. Okay. I don't think we have any other questions. So really appreciate anybody who's tuned in. Thank you so much to Amir and Ali for hosting the very first Dtravel community event. That's going to be happening in 2 weeks. It's crazy. And anybody who's been reading the crypto verse, I don't even know what they call it anymore, crypto Twitter, crypto X, I don't know. But it is October coming up, and I think we're starting to see that. So I think there's some excitement in the air, and we'll continue building. Okay, what's the ETA for integration with Travala? We're looking at either Q4 or early Q1, because we are integrating wallets, and so that's one of the pieces of work that we want to do first before we do the Travala integration, because 80% of payments on Travala are with crypto. So we just want to make that really easy for anyone to be able to accept crypto payments without using something like MetaMask. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for your time. We hope to see you very soon. And thanks so much for supporting us. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.